Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat na nakasubaybay sa ating Ito Live session ngayong Biyernes, Math Talino Friday. Ako po si Tutor Joshua.
Ako naman po si Tutor Queenie at nasa 4th week na po tayo ng third quarter sa Math 8. Kaya po inaanyayahan po namin kayong mga estudyante, pati na inyong mga guro, magulang na matuto kasama namin.
Kaya tara po kasama ng ICT SETU, pati ang mga sumulat at bumuo ng mga modules at learning materials na ginagamit natin sa kabuuan ng Itulay ay narito po para maitulay ang paggabay sa pag-aaral ng matematika.
Ayan, so kasama na natin, good afternoon, kina King Dave Tunog ng Ramon National High School, kasama si Cristel Jade Antonio. Ayan, and nandiyan na rin sila Kathleya Soriano ng Imod Ramona Integrated School, and Mariel Soriano from Godofredo Reyes Senior National High School. We have Marty Soriano from Manuel G. Araujo High School. Ayan, nandiyan na rin sila Nathalie Soto, ayan, from Araujo High School and Ayesa Agustin Ramon National High School.
And we also have Samantha Galman Fajardo. Siya ang ating pinakamaagang viewer for today from Santa Cruz National High School, Binacod Campus ng Samantha G. Fajardo. And we also have Christopher Respicio nga, kasama ni Katea Soriano ng Imod Ramona Integrated School. We also have Jennifer Gonzalez Estopin ng Godofredo Reyes Senior National High School SDO Camarines Sur. Good afternoon po.
Kasamahan natin sa Camarines Sur. Good afternoon po. Ayan. So, today, Tutor Joshua, dahil nakapag-triangle congruence tayo ng nakaraang session, ano na ba ang gagawin natin ngayong araw na ito?
Ayun. So, meron tayong triangle congruence na nakaraan. Today, we will show triangle congruence pa rin, pero we will illustrate the different postulates and theorem that we can use to show and to prove the two triangles are congruent. So, konting review muna tayo, Tutor Queenie, on paano ba nagiging congruent yung ating dalawang triangles.
Handa naman na sila Samuel Padilla, ayan, at si Ana Ordonez. Na tayo? So, last week, we were able to see corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent, yung tinatawag natin CP-CPC. And it states that if two triangles are congruent, then its corresponding parts are also congruent. So, we have here triangle ABC and triangle DEF. So, dahil if we have two congruent triangles, then we can say that angle A congruent to angle D, angle D congruent to angle E, and angle C congruent to angle F. Pero hindi lang angles ang congruent, Tutor Joshua, tama ba?
Yes, kailangan all of their corresponding parts must be congruent. May kanya-kanyang pares sila na nagsushow ng equal measure. So, kapag hindi equal yung kanilang mga sukat, hindi natin masasabi na congruent yung dalawang triangle. And also, before we forget, kailangan ma-indicate dito kung ano yung mga vertices na magiging congruent. So, in this case, we have A corresponding to D. Okay, sulat natin. Okay, so we have triangle A, B, C is congruent to triangle D, E, F. Kasi kapag sinunod-sunod natin sila, kahit na paikot-ikutin natin yung triangle, dapat the vertices must still be corresponding.
Ayan. So, stick tayo sa naming, no? Para ma-maintain natin yung correspondence nila. Ayan. So, let's have a review. So, complete each congruence statement by naming the corresponding angle or side. Ayan, handa na ba kayo? Kung alam na yung sagot, isend lang sa comments. Basta lagyan nyo ng number para ma-identify namin kung anong nasagutan nyo. So here we have given triangle RQS congruent to triangle RWV. Importante to, Tutor Joshua, na statement na to, no? Kasi kung meron tayong congruent triangles, then the corresponding parts are also congruent. Ayan. So, yes, naka-indicate naman na congruent yung triangles natin. So, ibig sabihin, hahanapin na lang natin kung sino yung ka-corresponding niya na congruent niya.
And there are two ways to Tutor Queenie, no, kung paano natin makikita kung ano yung pairs of congruent parts. First, doon sa mismong name ng triangles, RQS and RWV. And syempre, doon sa ating illustration. Okay, we have tick marks and number of markings na nagsasabi kung aling parts, aling pares yung pare-parehas ng sukat. Okay? So, ano kaya yung magiging angle na congruent kay angle Q?
Okay, angle Q. So, may dalawa tayong pwedeng gawin. Yung una, doon sa illustration natin, si angle Q, meron siyang dalawang markings. Tama ba? May dalawa. So, doon sa kabilang triangle, hahanapin din natin yung angle na meron din dalawang markings. And that will be angle W. Ayan. So, from that, we can say that angle Q is congruent to angle W. Pero kung wala yung drawing, wala yung illustration, pwede din natin tignan doon sa triangle congruent statement natin na given. So, triangle RQS congruent to triangle RWV. So, yung Q natin is on the second. So, yung ka-correspond niya ay yung W na second din sa name ng pangalawang triangle. Ayan.
Yes, and we have Mariel Soriano, Samantha Fajardo, Eliza Sawal, nakakuha ng correct answer. Sila yung mga unang nakakuha. And syempre, umahabol din sila Christopher and Marky Soriano. Ayan, si Marky nakakompleto na. So let's check kung tama ba yung kanilang mga sagot. So let's have letter B, angle V. Okay? So angle V, in this case, we have 3 angle markings. Siyempre, kung ano yung kaparehas ng bilang, yun dapat yung kaparehas niya ng sukat, regardless of the exact measurement. Ganoon natin pinapakita yung congruence noon pa man. So, kung may tatlo rito, and tatlo yung kabila, so we could see that angle V is congruent to angle S. Yun.
Ayan. So, comment lang natin yung kay Marky Soriano kasi nilagyan niya na angle S. So, hindi lang capital S, nilagyan niya na may na angle. So, wala man yung symbol na angle niya, no? So, ginawa niya ng paraan na ma-indicate that ang kinukuha niya ay angle. Pero nakuha rin nila Samantha Fajardo, Kathea Soriano. Ayan.
So, Tutor Queenie, before tayo mag-go dun sa letter C, pwede ko bang sabihin na yung angle R is congruent to angle R?
Kaya lang, Tutor Joshua, kapag nilagay natin angle R, congruent to angle R, medyo hindi tayo sure kung saan banda yung pino-pertain na, no? So, mas maganda na i-indicate natin anong angle yung angle R na sinasabi. So, pwede tayong gumamit ng 3-letter name ng ating angle. So, we can say that we have angle QRS, congruent to angle WRV. Tama ba yung correspondence ko? QRS, WRV. Ayan. So, pwedeng tatlong letters para makikita natin saan banda dun yung angle na pino-pertain natin. Ayan. So, Tutor Joshua, no, kung i-trace natin QRS, angle QRS, ayan. Yun yung angle na yan. Yan. And then, congruent siya kay angle WRV. Ayan. So, actually, meron pala tayo dito vertical angle. And they are congruent.
Ayun. So, importante dun sa sinabi ni Tutor Queenie na kailangan yung correct correspondence or arrangement ng ating points on the angle or triangle ay dapat sunod-sunod pa din. At yun yung ating kailangan tandaan kapag kumukuha tayo ng congruent pairs of sides. So for letter C, ayan, may sagot na sila Christopher Respicio. Ang sagot daw ay SR and actually na-flash ko siya kanina. So for letter C, The answer is line segment or side SR. So again, we check the correspondence of the points. So si V, magka-correspond siya kay S, and yung R, correspond siya sa R. So ganun din yung magiging arrangement at pagsulat natin ng uh, line segment that is congruent to the given one. Okay?
So, nakuha rin ni Renelin Evora. Very good. Tsaka ni Hernandez King Arabella.
So how about naman Tutor Queenie number 4?
Okay, number 4 naman, we have side SQ. So, based on the illustration, ang side SQ natin, SQ ay may dalawang tick marks. So, pagpunta natin doon sa kabila, hanapin natin yung may dalawang tick marks, then that would be side, kaya lang SQ, no? SQ, so dapat VW. SQ, VW. So, we have side, VW.
Ayan.
Kuha na nila ni Alkis sa Monday yan, kompleto yung kay Alkis. So, side SQ is congruent to side BW. Very good. At bukod sa kanya, marami rin nakakuha sila Samantha Fajardo, Marky Soriano, Christopher Respicio, Luis. Ang dami na nakasagot agad talaga. And very good. Kuha.
So let's proceed to the second part of the review kasi pinakita natin kanina ay parang may magkadikit na part to Tutor Queenie dun sa dalawang triangle, isang vertex, and nakabuo tayo ng vertical angles. What if naman, yung second triangle natin, may magkadikit ulit? And in this case, they share a common side. Okay? So paano kaya natin malalagyan yung congruence o may bibigay yung congruence ng triangles na ito?
Ay. Ayan. So, meron tayo, sabi niya doon sa ating congruent statement, triangle VUW is congruent to triangle UVL. Kaya lang yung ating illustration dito walang marking. So, gamitin natin yung naming para makita yung markings. No? So, we have V, okay, nagko-correspond kay U. Kaya lang, hindi ko pa ma-identify kasi nahahati, ano? So, tingnan natin yung ibang parts, yung U corresponding kay V, ayun. And then yung W nagko-correspond kay L, ayun. Alam agad natin na yung angle L congruent kay angle W. So, mayroon na tayong isa. Ayun, yung angle, Tutor Joshua, medyo parang challenging yung pagkuha kung sino yung nagko-correspond sa angles. Siguro tignan natin yung sides. Ayan. So, we have UW, nagko-correspond daw kay VL.
VL. So, UW, ito yung nasa upper left side. And then yung VL is our lower right side.
Then, we have, ano bang next? Si WL,
WV.
ang pa-correspond naman niya ay L.
WV. LU.
So, yung common side nila, Tutor Joshua, yung UV correspond yung kay V. Kay reflexive property.
Ayun. So, masasagutan na natin yung hinahanap na angle and hinahanap na side. Okay? So, again, we could use the illustration, but in this case, dahil nga hindi natin hindi binigay agad, we could use the name of the triangle itself. So, kung UWV, yung ating first triangle, UWV, so UWV, and we know that U corresponds to V, W corresponds to L, and then V corresponds to U. Okay. The proper arrangement must be angle BLU.
So, pwede naman pala, Tutor Joshua, dun sa naming na din tayo domain. kung nakakalito yung illustration. So, kung saan kayo mas madadalian, doon tayo. Okay? Sige, doon naman tayo sa, ayan,
Side.
nakuha na sila, sila Mariel Soriano, sila Eliza Sowal, sila Marty Soriano,
Okay, so for the side naman, medyo madali yun sa side. So titingnan lang natin, LV. Asan si LV? Ito siya, yung may dalawang tick marks natin. And nagkataon na yun yung nasa kabilang side or yung ating WU. Okay? So the correct answer for this one is WU.
Oh, magandang review. Nakapag-review ba? Ayan, humabol na sila Princess Beltran at si Almira B. from
Ayan, tapos Carmela Joy Balido ay nakakuha ng correct answer. Pati si Marniel Ramos.
Good job. Ayan, so that's a good review. Now we go to the next part. So, alalahanin lang natin, that yung CP-CP theorem natin, yung converse niya is if two triangles have all 6 pairs of corresponding parts are congruent, then the two triangles are congruent. So, ibig sabihin, if you have two triangles and you identified na lahat ng corresponding parts, lahat ng anim are congruent, then the two triangles are congruent. Pero, Tutor Joshua, kapag tinano natin yan, titingnan natin, kailangan ba lahat ng anim ay alam natin? Para lang ma-conclude natin that the triangles are congruent.
Mas maganda kung lahat maibibigay para siguradong-sigurado tayo. Kasi nga, based on the theorem on congruent parts or corresponding parts of the congruent triangle. Kaya lang, there would be instances na kahit at least 3, no? Or ang binigay na corresponding parts that are congruent, there are possibilities kasi kahit anong gawin natin, dugtungan man natin siya ng kahit anong side or angle, we could form the triangle that is congruent to the previous one. So paano ba natin yun masasabi? So ito nakalagay, we may still conclude that the triangles are congruent with at least 3 pairs of corresponding congruent parts. At ano yung pairs na yun?
Ayan. So ang ating mga mathematicians before, they were able to prove and show that these are true. So hindi na kailangan yung 6, no? 3 lang, pwede na. Ayan. So we have the side congruence postulate, kasama ang side angle side congruence postulate, angle side angle, at may isang theorem na angle side congruence. Ayan. So with this, ayan, mas convenient na, no? Kasi hindi na kailangan yung kahit 3 lang, pwede na. We can conclude that they are congruent triangles. So ano-ano ba ito, Joshua?
Ayun. So sabi natin, if you have congruent figures, their measurement are the same. So kapag yung side nila ay pare-parehas or yung pairs of sides ay pare-parehas, definitely yung mabubuo nating figure for a triangle ay magkaparehas. Kasi wala namang ibang combination yun of haba ng kanyang sides. So if 3 sides of one triangle are congruent to the other 3 sides of the second triangle, the 2 triangles are congruent by the side congruence postulate for triangles. Ayan.
Tutor Joshua, so kahit scalene triangle, yung ating triangle ABC, pwede pa rin maging congruent siya with triangle RST.
As long as their corresponding sides are congruent.
Ayun. So kahit iba-iba yung measurement ko ng sides, no? Kung yung measure ng side AB ko, pareho sa measure ng side RSC sa kabila, yung BC, pareho ng measure sa ST, at yung AC, pareho ng measure sa RT, then we can conclude that they are congruent.
Yes.
By side postulate. So, 3 side na.
Okay, the next one is called the side angle side postulate. So dito kailangan mag-ingat na ng mga students natin kasi ang common error or common misconception na nakukuha dito ay hinahanap nila kung nasaan si angle. So, tatandaan, this is S, A, S. So, we have two sides and an included angle of one triangle congruent to the other corresponding two sides and included angle. Paano ba magiging included yung angle natin? Paano ba masasabing kasama pala siya, Tutor Queen?
May technique dyan, Tutor Joshua, no? Pag, example dito, meron tayong angle SRT. SRT. So, yung angle SRT, ang kanyang mga sides ay RS at R. Yung mga side na bumubuo sa angle na yun. So, magiging included angle natin. Angle R.
Ayun. So, ang lumalabas, no, yung common point or yung parang vertex na lalabas dun sa ating dalawang sides na binanggit.
Yung common endpoint nila, yun yung magiging vertex ng ating included angle.
Ayun. At makaka-form tayo na parang letter V, no, doon sa parts na ginamit natin. So, tatandaan, yung included angle ay nasa pagitan ng dalawang side at siya yung ginawang angle ng dalawang side na yun.
Kaya ano yan, no? SAS, ibig sabihin, SAS, nasa gitna yung A, so dapat included ang angle.
Okay, so kung meron tayong included angle, meron din tayong included side. At paano magkakaroon ng included side? Kailangan natin ng dalawang angle. So we have the angle side angle postulate. Again, we need two angles and the included side of one triangle congruent to their corresponding parts on the other triangle. So dito naman, napaggitnaan or napag-between yung side ng ating dalawang angles.
Yan. Kaya ang pangalan naman, ang tawag naman natin dyan, ASA. ASA, nasa gitna yung S, so dapat ang side ay included side.
Yun. Tapos ang isa pang palatandaan dito, yung side, okay, na included, yun yung they share the common points dun sa ating angle. Yung vertex ng ating angles, yun yung endpoints ng ating included side.
So dahil dito, yung vertices natin na angle A at angle C, yung vertices ay A at C, so yung included side will be AC.
Yes.
Pwede natin i-take note yan.
Okay, so we have three primary congruence postulates for triangles. And yung susunod natin ay isang theorem. Actually, meron pang ibang theorem, but we will focus on this one theorem kasi, again, nagkakaroon minsan ng misconception doon sa theorem na ito. So we have here the angle-angle side theorem. Okay? This means we have two angles. Pero we have a non-included side. Ibig sabihin, wala sa pagitan nila yung side na yon. And if those corresponding angles and the corresponding non-included side are congruent, then the two triangles are congruent.
So, pwede naman pala, no? Kung hindi pasok kay ASA, ang side ay hindi included, so pwede pa rin gamitin na SAA or AAS. And that's a theorem.
Ayun. So, again, dapat yung dalawang angle ay congruent. Tapos, yung isang side ay congruent. Regardless kung ito ay included or non-included. Ano yung hindi pwedeng mangyari, Tutor Queen?
Meron tayong SSS, SAS, pwede rin dalawang angle na included side, so ASA, or hindi included yung side, so AAS. Ang hindi po pwede ay yung AAA. Wala tayong AAA. Pwede tayo ng SSS, pero hindi pwede ng AAA. Bukod dyan, hindi rin pwede yung SSA. Wala rin tayong SSA. So, yung apat lang na postulate, yung tatlong postulate at isang theorem lang, yung pwede natin gamitin. Kasi yun lang yung sure tayo that they will be congruent tayo.
Okay, so I think our viewers are ready para sa ating unang activity. We will determine if the two triangles are congruent or not, then identify or state the postulate or theorem na makakapagsuporta sa ating sagot. Siguro, let's give them an example, Tutor Queenie, kung paano ito masasagutan, no? So, ayan. So, titignan muna natin kung ano yung markings na binigay. Okay? We will identify the parts and syempre yung correspondence. Kung ano meron sila. Okay, so for example, for number 1, we have one side na may dalawang marks. Okay, so we have this. And then the other one. Okay, tapos meron pa tayo isang side na merong tatlong markings. Tapos we have an angle. Nasaan yung angle natin dito, Tutor Queen?
Yung angle ay actually included angle ng ating dalawang sides na identify na congruent sa kanila.
Ayun. So, masasabi natin that these two triangles are congruent, sabi ni Feli Evia. These are congruent by SAS postulate. So, kindly indicate for our next items kung ano yung ginamit ninyong postulate or theorem for this for the item.
Ayun. So, yung isasagot sa comment, yung number, and then congruent pa. Kung congruent, ilagay kung anong postulate or theorem. Pero kung hindi congruent, you just answer not congruent.
Yeah, so let's have number 2.
Yan, ready na, pakilagay sa comment. Number 2, congruent or not? Kung congruent, anong postulate or theorem? Ayan. So, meron tayo, isa-isahin natin, Tutor Joshua, no? Meron akong isang tick line doon sa unang triangle. Meron ding isang tick line doon sa kabila. So, meron akong isang pares ng side. Yan, yung unang pares. Meron tayong pangalawang pares, yung may tagdalawang tick lines. Yung markings na yun. So, yan, pangalawang pares yan. Tutor Joshua, palagay naman ng S1 at saka S2.
S1.
S1. Yan. So, yan yung unang pares. S2. Yan, pangalawang pares. And, meron pa akong pangatlong pares dito na nakita. Okay? Yung merong tatlong tick line. So, S3. Yan. Kompleto. Meron tayong tatlong pares ng sides na congruent din sa kabila. Ayun. So, we have congruent triangles and they are congruent by SSS postulate. Ayun, very good. Bilis-bilis nila. Jonela Belimon, Sigrid Ligutan, Samantha Fajardo, Marty Soriano, Mary Lynn Bames, Jake Morato. Ayan, very good.
Ayan. So now let's have number 3. At tignan ng maigi yung ating triangles. Tignan nyo kung ano yung tamang postulate or theorem na ipapalabas natin dito. Kasi again, correct correspondence at correct location ng parts ang importante. Okay? So, ayan. So habang sinasagutan o tinitingnan ng ating mga students yung ating figure, paliwanag natin, no, or pakita muna natin. We have one angle na merong isang marking sa kaliwa at meron din tayong one angle. So these two are congruent. Sabi, pareha sila ng sukat. Next, we have another angle na may dalawang guhit or dalawang marking.
So,
And then we have
dalawa.
a side.
Ayan, pangatlo.
Meron tayo isang side. So, dalawa yung choices natin. It's either ASA or AAS. Okay? Kaya lang, isipin natin, nasaan ba yung side? Ito ba ay included or not or non-included? So, para maging included siya, kailangan the side must have the vertex of the angles. Dahil wala naman, dun siya sa kabila, the correct answer must be congruent by the AAS or SAA theorem.
So, parang nakakalito, pero Maraming nakakuha ng tamang sagot, Tutor John. Sila Camelia Balido, Alti Samanri, Maria Soriano, Janela Domingo, Cheryl Pagurigan. Ayan. Ang dami nakakuha
Ayun.
ng
So ipakita natin kung ano yung tamang, di pala sa tama, no, yung itsura ng ng ating ASA congruence postulate. So ito yung magiging ano natin, the side is included. Nandun siya sa pagitan ng dalawang angles. Okay?
So, yan yung congruent by ASA postulate. So, mukha naman, no? Kasi dalawang angle tapos sa pagitan nila, yung corresponding sides are also congruent. Okay.
Okay, so let's have the next one. Number 5 na tayo. Ayan. Pag-isipan mabuti kung sila ba ay congruent or hindi. Tignan kung ano yung mga binigay na parts. Kung swak ba siya dun sa choices natin.
Number 5, congruent or Sige. They are actually
Ayan, baka nakita na nila. Hintayin lang natin yung kanilang sagot. Pero pakita na natin na Tutor Queenie kasi ang binigay rito ay 3 pairs of congruent angles. Okay? 3 pairs of congruent angle. Corresponding congruent angle. So, kung gagawin natin yung pattern, meron tayong AAA. Okay, kaya lang sapat ba yung 3 angles para masabing congruent yung dalawang triangle?
Unfortunately, hindi sapat na may 3 corresponding congruent angles. So, we cannot say that they are congruent. Bakit? Kasi yung sides na yan, pwedeng ma-adjust and congruent pa rin yung angles. Yeah. So,
Okay,
wala
so
tayo AAA congruence postulate or theorem, Tutor Joshua, pero meron yan similar, which
so
is nasa grade.
isipin kasi nila no parang ano lang yan, yung panyo na triangle o yung bandana, pag tinupi nyo ng tinupi, pinaliit nyo, it could still have the same shape pero they will not have the same size. Kasi kailangan pag congruent, same shape and then dapat same size din. So for number 5, this is not congruent. Ayan. So yung unang 5 items natin, magkakahiwala yung triangles. Paano naman kung magkadikit yung ating triangles? Saan natin kukunin yung 3 pairs of the parts?
Ready na, number 6. So, tip lang, no? Kapag mga ganito, kailangan natin hanapin ng additional information. So, baka kailangan natin ng mga property or definition or theorem.
And speaking of property, Tutor Queenie, ano kaya yung magagamit nating property dito sa number 6?
Ito yung kilala natin, Tutor Joshua, no? Na dahil they share a common side, so pwede natin gamitin yung reflexive property to indicate that the side yan nasa gitna nila.
Pwede ba nating lagyan ng Tutor Queenie na name?
Yes, para identify natin.
A, B, C, D. Ayan. So by the reflexive property, shortcut na natin. Reflexive property, side BC is congruent to itself.
Parang nanalaman no? Siya pa rin yun.
Pwede pa pala tayo, no, maglagay ng sarili nating markings basta tama yung assumption natin and supported by a mathematical concept. Kasi dito sa geometry, bawal basta-basta mag-assume. Pwede tayong gumawa ng sariling statement as long as it is supported by a concept of geometry. So it is congruent. Ayan, ang dami nila sumagot, sunod-sunod. Sila Janela, Ashi, Belingan. It's congruent daw by the ASA postulate.
So, pwedeng additional information. No? Basta meron tayong supporting statement like it could be a theorem, property, definition, or postulate. Pwede lang.
Yan. And kung nasagot nila tong number 6, panigurado masasagutan nila tong number 7 kasi it's almost the same application.
Kayang-kaya nila yan, Tutor Joshua. Number 7. Congruent ba or not? If they are congruent, anong postulate or theorem? Yan. So, mula sa markings, meron tayong unang pares ng corresponding congruent sides, yung may dalawang marking, and then yung pangalawang pares, yung may tagtatlong markings. Kaya lang, dalawang information lang yun, Tutor Joshua. Anong yung pangatlong pwede natin kunin?
Ayan, sabi nila Mariel Mendoza Soriano, Mariel Soriano, and ayan, sunod-sunod na sila. Ayan. Sila daw ay congruent. Tama, no? Congruent sila. And nakita nila yung pagkakaparehas gamit yung reflexive property of the side that is the common side. So they are congruent by the SSS postulate.
Parang yung tatlong Soriano natin dito na palaging din, kapagsagot. Very good. Ayan, marami rin. Sina Samantha Fajardo, Lance Marasigan. Very good. Okay, number 8. Ganun ulit, Tutor Joshua. May share sila ng isang side. May shared side sila. Pero, based on the marking, may SSS postulate pa rin ba ito? Congruent na ba sila?
So, napakita na natin yung reflexive property or hindi man natin napakita, medyo
Alam
obvious, no? Alam natin na itong nasa common side na yan, it's a congruent to itself. So, meron tayong dalawang pares ng sides. Kaya lang, di pwedeng SSS kasi bawal mag-assume na itong side B ko ay itong side na ito, lagyan natin ng name. A, B, C, D. We cannot assume that side AB is congruent to side BC. It is not said. Ayan. It is not said.
Hindi siya given. Walang marking, so hindi natin pwede i-assume.
So,
Pero
hindi
pwede
natin,
SSS. Yes, pwede natin i-assume yung by reflexive property, yung shared side nila. Pwede.
Ayan. But they are congruent pa rin due to the congruence of the angle. So, sapat na yon. We have two sides or two pairs of sides and then their corresponding included angle. So, we have the SAS postulate. Ayun. Kayang-kaya talaga ng mga estudyante natin itong problem na ito.
Yan, sila Feli Evia, hello, Arionda, Raven, makuha ang tamang sagot. Very good.
Okay. Paano naman ito? Wala tayong common side for number 9. Paano natin masasagutan yung congruent ba sila or hindi? Ano yung pwede nating i-apply na property or knowledge or concept for showing congruence?
Kilala rin natin. Okay. Kung may reflexive property tayo para sa common side, meron din tayong theorem. Ito, Joshua. Kasi meron tayong dalawang straight line tapos nag-intersect tapos nakabuo ng angles doon. And that is what we call vertical angles. At meron tayong theorem para dyan. Vertical angle congruence theorem. Sabi natin, kapag meron kang vertical angles, their measure are equal. Therefore, they are equal.
Okay. So, ito yung tinatawag nating VAT or VAT. Ito yung VAT na hindi masakit sa bulsa. Vertical angle theorem. So, yung dalawang angles na yan ay congruent. Kaya lang, we could say that the triangles are congruent. Kaya lang, anong postulate or theorem yung gagamitin natin?
Kaya lang, isipin natin, no? Ilang pares ng side ang congruent, ang corresponding congruent parts mo. Isang pares lang, Sir Joshua, no? Isang pares lang ng side. Pero meron tayong ilang pares ng angles.
We have 1
at 2. Yung vertical angles kanina. Ngayon, meron tayong dalawang pares ng angles, isang pares ng side. So, dalawang pagpipilian natin, ASA ba or AAS? So, kailangan natin tignan, no? Kung yung side ba ay included side or non-included side ng dalawang angles na na-identify natin.
Ayun. So, titignan natin kung yung side ba ay may katabing angle sa kaliwa at saka sa kanan. Eh dito, sa ating figure, hindi niya katabi yung isang angle. So, we could say that these triangles are congruent by the AAS or SAA theorem. So, kailangan mag-ingat na sa pagtingin ng mga parts.
Shooter Joshua, bakit hindi pwedeng SAS postulate ang gagamitin ko dito?
Kasi di ba, kailangan sa SAS, we have two pairs of corresponding sides that are congruent. Ang nakita lang natin ay dalawang side.
Dalawang side.
At ang dalawang side na yon, isang pares pa lang.
Hindi pala pwede yun. So, kailangan natin ingatan no, kung ano ba talaga yung mga corresponding congruent parts before tayo mag-conclude ano nga bang gagawin.
Yes. And konti pa lang yung na-touch natin, Tutor Queenie, dun sa postulates on triangle congruence, and napakarami pa no pwedeng gawing exercises natin for the for this topic. And magagamit natin yon when we solve parts or solve values using triangle congruence na next topic natin for week number 5.
So there, you were able to see, okay? You were able to illustrate triangle congruence and nalaman natin yung mga postulate and theorem na pwede natin gamitin para ma-prove na the triangles are congruent even if we only have at least 8 pairs of corresponding congruences. SAS, ASA, SSS, at AAS. So, ayan po, dun po nagtatapos ang ating aralin ngayong araw na ito.
Tandaan natin na pwedeng ulit-ulitin yung lessons para lalo nating maunawaan at mabawasan yung pagkalito, lalo na kung kayo ay subscribe at nagpa-follow sa ating Facebook page and YouTube channel for DepEd Itulay.
So, samahan niyo po ulit kami next week kung saan matututunan naman natin no, kung meron tayong congruent triangles, syempre may solving na rin tayo next week naman yan. So, kung may katanungan,
paghahaluan natin yung kaalaman natin sa algebra and geometry next week. So, tuloy-tuloy po na suporta sa mga bata, magulang at guro mula sa amin dito sa Itulay Math Talino Friday. Susunod po, Mathematics 9 with Tutor Janet and Tutor Angeline.
Maraming salamat po at happy weekend everyone!